Hello, and welcome to another episode of This, That, and the Other. And today I'm going to be discussing cards called Shirley Cards. I ran across these last night when I was looking for a history of color on YouTube and found this. Shirley Cards were cards that had pictures of women with a color chart, and I'll show you an example of what I'm talking about. This is the Shirley card. You got the color, the lady, skin tone, and the color chart. The Shirley cards were used to calibrate the skin tones, shadows, and light during printing process. So basically, when a lab technician was filming, well, not filming, but was developing pictures, the Shirley cards came with the pictures, and the Shirley cards were used to check to make sure the colors were right. So before they proceeded to develop people's pictures, if they looked good, then all is well. If the colors didn't look good, they had to tweak things up to get the colors right. And from what I was reading, the Shirley cards had numerous women on them. The first woman was a lady named Shirley Page, who was a model for Kodak, and that's how they got to be called Shirley cards. Now, I have done a video before on China girls. That's women on Film Leader, and I'll show you an example of that. I did this video back in 2012 when I first started this YouTube show, and you want to check it out. And just keep scrolling back until you find it on China girls. And China girls were used to do about the same thing for actual film, for like 16 millimeter, 35 millimeter, etc. And I'll show you an example of that. See the lady? I remember that Xerox films when I was a kid and used to watch educational movies in school. I do remember a lot of times these projectionists, the people that ran them were kids, and a professional projectionist would have bypassed all that film later, and you wouldn't have even seen it. It would have just gone right to the beginning of the film. But kids were running them, and probably a lot of the kids like to see the numbers countdowns, which I did too. Actually, whenever I have run film, I have shown the leader as well, just because I like it. And that was what the China girl was talking about. And Rachel Kushner wrote a book on it called Flamethrowers. They have had displays in New York and in Chicago of the various China girls on film. They restored the pictures the best that they could, and most of the women, the China girls, are unknown women. They don't know who they are. They were probably employees that worked for the company, and the film technicians would have them pose for color balance. And that was what I was able to find out on the Shirley cards themselves. Like, subscribe, share. As always, thanks for watching.